Men have these egos that I don't think what race you are, what entity you are, if you're male, all of them are not the same though. I don't know. I just wanted to do good in this world. Hip women, all these young women who's just giving their pussies up or staying with a man because of what they have, or feeling like there's no other options because you don't have anybody, like I pretty much didn't, to look out for you. You have to fend for yourself and fend for your little brothers at the time, Got my first job at 14, doing seafood. Lied about my age. Gave this woman, my aunt, and half of my check for my brothers. Was able to buy me a couple of clothes. I started looking good in school then. Life been sticking it to me forever. I ain't never folded. I ain't never backed down. I carried up and kept going. Example, go back to Whataburger on College Street or McDonald's. I worked with black eyes, pregnant. Walked across the street and had a child. From work, clocked out, walked across the fucking street and had a child. So when you see me, don't fucking turn your nose up at me. You don't know what the fuck I've already gone through. Women be like, oh, no. How about you come sit down and have a cup of coffee with me and we can talk about it. I can tell you exactly who I am and what I've been through. It won't be hearsay. You get it right out the horse's fucking mouth. Don't let nobody else tell you something about me. Because that's one thing about me. When it comes to shit I've been through, I'm not gonna lie about it. I don't know how. Tell you straightforward what you need to hear. You tell me what you're going through. If I can relate, hey, man, get the fuck up out of it. That was my non-profit organization was going to be about. Ask my daddy. This world will suffocate you. Motherfuckers like, oh, she's sleeping outside. It's nasty in there. Yeah, I used to sleep on the floor with no cover. On dirt. And then have to go to school the next day. Got a bed in that motherfucker. The nigga says $800. I don't want no bed. I don't want to sleep. I'm sleeping on the motherfucking air mattress. It's for sale, by the way. motherhood. It's not to be tested. Not when you're a real motherfucking woman like me, who's already gone through shit. And I, for one, can say in this world, I was a phenomenal mother. Phenomenal woman. Phenomenal wife. What people do is out of my control. But carry on. You know, hey. You can't, you know, some situations you can't put a person through a situation and expect her to want that after it's all over. Or forget about it. Or, you know, it's like those kids, you know, they're God kids. They're God kids now. Like, once they're grown, you know, they're God kids now. You know, I've had fights and shit with them. You know, they ran away from home. You know, this is the universe testing me. I was working 7/12s. Bitch, I ain't got time to be chasing you bitches every fucking day. You know, you want to run away from home? Run away. Give a fuck. I mean, first times, yeah, I cried black, blue. Couldn't sleep at night. After it became consistently, yeah, take your ass on. You know? Matter of fact, don't even come here no more. You know? So I'm tested. My gangster is tested by two little bitches who I gave life to, want to put their little hands on me and shit. And of course, I folded their little asses up. Thought about killing them. Because, bitch, who? You know? Then there was self-defense, though. Know that. You bitches put your hands on me first. I have every right. And then you in my house, too? I have every right to kill you little bitches. You don't fucking bite the hand that's fed your ass. You know? Straight hood shit. Yes, I will go there with you. Because, like I said, as a woman, I've been through everything. And some shit women shouldn't even have to fucking go through. In the great state of America. Well, in the great country of America. But then when I look at some, you know, my kids and some of the things that they've done to me in the past, you know, stolen money, pawned my shit, grills, broke my $700 laptop, broke fucking big screen TVs and shit, you know, washing machines, dryers, garage doors. You know, I'm giving them everything, you know, feeding them, cooking for them, blah, 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 blah. Errand runner, sports, you know, schools, paying for lawyers and shit. And to have your child disrespect you right after that, you can't look at them the same anymore. You're going to always love them. Oh my God, yes. But they'll never be that baby that you remembered, if that makes sense. They're grown now. They're living their own lives. But those who's watching, you gotta let them kids go. Let them be them. Yeah. You know, life tested me. Let them get tested. I was a great mother. I had fucking 9 kids. You know, that time, that memory. I took care of 9 fucking kids for what, 7 years or 8, give or take. 2005 till, yeah, about 8, 9 years till 2015. I think whenever Monique got out of jail and Chad fucked somebody and had to go to jail. I had so much fun, man. Look how I lit up. I had so much fun with them little beans. You know, I call them beans. Yeah. I was working Texas Workforce. I worked at the food stamp office at the time too, and I had like a little bit of change. You know, I had a little money coming in. I won't do that kind of work now though, even though I know I'm overqualified for it. I can't remember all this shit. I can't type anymore, none of that shit. I don't want to. So, you know, Texas Workforce and the food stamp office. Yeah. So I know my rights, you know. I'm just saying, for those who didn't know. I know what's owed, what's due, you know, what's the procedures, what's the laws when it comes down to getting a job, and especially at the food stamp office, you know, applying for Medicaid. Man, I worked there. I've given advice to other people. Come on now. She laughing at motherfuckers. But anyway, so here it is. Oh, in Arlington that was. Here it is. There's these beans, and I used to, you know, I'm a big kid, you know, still am. I didn't get to be one when I was younger. Shit, you know. I always had to, you know, wait for everybody else to get fed to eat. Literally, seriously, y'all. Or eat fucking canned goods. Seriously. Sometimes all we had to eat, beets out the fucking can. I love beets. I haven't had that shit in a minute. I might go get me some. Got a little change today. Anywho, I love beets. Yeah, I'll be getting me some. Anyway, so to go to the park, I think CC's had just came out. So it was me and these little creatures, CC's, and then we'll go to Chuck E. Cheese. Then we were at the park, you know, and I'm jumping out, turning flips off the diving board at my grown ass and teaching them how to swim, and, you know, and I never had to whip them. My voice just carried. I was very lovable, you know. I love to hug them. Sometimes it would be all of them in one bed with me. Piss everywhere, but man, flip the mattress over. Let it dry out. Those were a part of me. You know, you can't help but who you love, when you love them, what time it was, when you love them. So, on my last video, I was getting to a point. I talked to the creator. And if they're listening now, I ask that you do me the biggest favor, regardless if you see me crying, you know, about to break down. Don't fuck with my memory and leave my motherfucking heart attached. Because that's all you got. If anything else has changed about this world, leave me with that. If I get taken, if I leave this world and go another, you know, I believe in a lot of shit. I'm not gonna broadcast that right there, but anywho, my memory sucks. It has me in tears sometimes, you know, but I need that. And I know it might, but if you need a memory that makes you cry, makes you sad all the time, you know, why would you want to keep it? It's this beautiful heart of mine. A lot of people aren't blessed with that. You know, I have some youngsters, you know, I fucks with them. You know, some of them call me mama and some of them walk up to me doing that. I can respect it. I can see why you would do that to me. But if you're going to be disrespectful right after that, don't. I used to pull up at that nigga job. That time they, you know, it's funny. Yeah, he want to call the police on me afterwards, you know. Junior check got taken away. You know, just I got it. You know what I'm saying? Using it to pay bills and buy kids shit. 9 kids. Come on now. We got to separate that shit. We got to divide that shit. Give a fuck who check is for. What name it's in. You know? Money coming to this house, everybody eating from it. Give a fuck who you are. Who name it's in. That's the kind of person I am. Feed the whole world if I could. Don't feel much like that now, but because the world is showing me exactly every day who it is. Fuck, I gotta continue to do it for. You bitches with no loyalty and love and trust that shit landed on your dick. And you nutted off of it. Bitches too. And I'm talking like this, and yes, this is gonna go public. And I'm talking like this because, you know, when I'm in this mode, this is what it is. This is who I really am, you know? I don't sugarcoat shit. Now, if a bitch called me right now and say, hey, Miss Scott, how are you today? We have a job for you. Bitch, my whole demeanor gonna change. Of course, I'm adapting to the fuck. This is business. This is personal. This is who I am. Oh, this is a bitch that need her ass whipped today. Oh, this is a bitch that want to play me in the dentist office. Or lack thereof. I got a lot of broken shit on my body. And those who've broken shit, you know, old age, all that good shit, they know when it gets cold, right? That shit, those broken joints and dislocated jaws and noses and, you know, it causes you to have major fucking headaches, you know. I mean, my shit just dislocated. I ain't gonna say broke. I think that one time it was broken. They had the thing on my nose and shit for a while. It wasn't broken though. It was just dislocated. I was looking it up just now. It was never broken, but motherfucker dislocated. But a mattress. And that's another thing. There's a mattress full of motherfucking blood. The last time I was able to get something from Jefferson County to submit it to the Social Security office because this nigga had took the baby check and shit. And I'm asking, how can a motherfucker who's behind on child support, here's the fucking records of him being assaulting me, able to get his check? Oh, I had to fight for a whole year, man. I had to fight the governor, the mayor, all of that. Legal aid. Man, when the Social Security office seen me come with that lawyer, that same bitch that always came, and give me receipts and shit. That bitch was so nervous that day. That bitch started wiping down the windows while this must have been a new supervisor. I'm sorry, I'm all over the place, y'all. But when it comes to mind, this comes to mind. This bitch, the same Mexican hoe. I can't remember this whole name, but if somebody ever go to my records, look that shit up. I don't lie about that, man. But the supervisor there at the time that came to greet me and my not court-appointed lawyer, but my legal aid lawyer, who was in shock, like, how in the fuck is this happening? But that same bitch and the other supervisors, she was trying to cover that shit up, and the black supervisor looking at her like, why is this bitch wiping down the motherfucking window? Bitch, you're an agent. You're not a housekeeper. She was trying to keep that shit under wraps. I'm like, look at this dumb hoe. Man, it got to the point to where when I put my social security number, these motherfuckers was calling for backup. And I was just there to fight for a motherfucking case from a nigga who I already had to fight for years because he was beating my ass. Its principle had nothing to do with the fucking money. You're not gonna have me endure what I've already had to overcome again. Yeah, but anyway, case was won, got the little check back, but I was paying rent, you know, they were still, I was on housing. And just because I wouldn't take him off my lease, they were still making me pay his portion of rent, even though the check was going to Kendra, but the money was still being considered in the household, if that makes sense. And I still had to pay that part. But then now, I have all this motherfucking back pay that I supposedly owe from when this nigga was getting a check and his bitch was getting a check. Why the fuck am I paying for some shit y'all let this nigga get? You see how that's, you know? And why the fuck and the police had to come out and I'm not even making a fucking scene? Every time I went there respectful, straight face, hey, how you doing, smiling. What the police here for? I ain't causing the scene, man. Same shit in Las Vegas. You know? Got his check back, and how I found out this bitch was connected to the judge. Junior came back home. He wanted, you know, the Kendra was kicking him out then, you know. Kendra didn't want no idea because, you know, I got the check back. So, but Junior left his game over there, which his check paid for. And we went back to go get it, and he wouldn't give it. So we called the police, and at that time, the nigga hadn't called his mama and everybody. And when the police officers get there, this bitch gonna tell the police officers, oh no, Judge Juice Jones, I already know how she is. How am I? And I'm like, why would she make that statement? It didn't dawn on me. You know, I'm like, what? What's going on? Ask Judge Juice Jones. He know everything. I'm like, nigga, we just here to get a goddamn game that my son check paid for. What is this bitch talking about? Judge Juice Jones. Same judge that called me about my mama when she died. Dirty hoes. Ow, my hand hurt. Yeah, this bitch is fucked up, man. Look at it. Bitch can't even fucking brush her hair. I was trying to brush my hair to get some waves yesterday night. No, night before last. Yesterday I had my little waves. It's too long now to try to get waves. But I was just brushing my hair, man. Little ass brush, and that shit hurted. Bitch is still LOL. Let me dislocate your thumb. See how much you lie. Oh, wow. Fucked up part, I wasn't resisting arrest or nothing. Them bitches stabbed me in the back of that motherfucking police car. It's like they were searching, trying to hurry up and find something. They didn't find anything on me. I'm like, so why am I going to jail again? They couldn't give me a fucking direct answer, but took me anyway. I'm like, seriously? I mean, I'm drunk at that. Could at least did that. You know, I'm glad they didn't see that. But, you know, I don't have no problem. I wasn't really drunk like that, but just, you know, I thought, you know, maybe, you know, give me a reasonable, a cause, you know. You know, it's just, you know, thinking about my past and now just reminds me how corrupt this shit is. And it's just little old me. I ain't got shit. I'm on an air mattress. Literally. I have no access to no money. I got 98 fucking dollars I have access to today. Oh, wow. What that mean? And bitches riding around under ACs and shit, looking at me and mad at me. Bitch, I'm walking. I ain't got no money. Because I wouldn't be here if I did. Square biz. Think about that shit. Let that sink in. I had one nigga, his name Chris, from Austin. And that nigga beat me too, though. You know, that was a nigga that was helping me with bills while I was waiting on the Social Security check to come through. You know, I had to keep up the bills, had to keep a phone and shit, you know. And why I put up with that shit, I don't know, man. Oh, because I had just, you know, the kids had just left me. You know, Monique got a judge, King got her 2 kids. Chad, 2 kids. I had to prove the housing that I was done with him in order to keep my housing for the rest of my kids, you know. So I had to have his mama come pick up his 2 kids, you know. After having a child for 8 years, you know, and have them just taken from you, that's the most hurting feeling ever, you know. So I think I kind of went rebellious again, you know. They took him. I cried the first week. That first week I cried. I didn't, you know, it's not because I was depressed. I mean, motherfuckers gotta, you know, I don't think, motherfucker look at you and, oh, you depressed, you're this, you're that. No, bitch, somebody fucking took something away from me that I loved. That's not depressed. That's heartbroken. Know the difference. Something happened to you. That's not depression. That's heartbroken. But you can get paid from it. Why I file Social Security? And if this shit makes it back, I don't give a fuck. Keep that bullshit check. The fuck is I ain't gonna do it, but give it to these motherfuckers around here anyway. Who gives a fuck? Ooh, she's spending with us. Do that shit all the time, man. Because I know how much you want it. Dumb motherfuckers. I'm gonna miss something I ain't never had. Let that sink in too. Man, I'm all about organizing and laughing and being happy. But when it comes to the point to where a person just gotta say, and that's all I can say. Cause like I tell people, if you're gonna come to this world and you wanna be this gangster or this motherfucking street nigga, or you're gonna sell dope, or when anything that has to do with street credibility, I wasn't in the streets like that. I sold a little dope, it wasn't nothing. I hit a couple licks to buy fucking milk or go give me a pair of shoes, and then I was done with it because I didn't really have a lot of responsibility at that time. Just had one child, and the bitch ass nigga I was fucking with, may he rest in shit, make sure I had a little change, a little something. I was a little flunky. Anywho, yeah. So if you're gonna live in this, live by the street code, and start fucking around in the streets of the hood, even I know, and I picked that up. You ain't gotta be a fucking rocket scientist, nigga. I wasn't that known. I mean, people knew me, but I wasn't that known. I mean, my name didn't ring in the hood like it was mainly for our family, and I got raped, gang raped, or some shit like that. But I was cool and crazy though. Oh yeah, define crazy though, cause I'll beat a bitch ass. I didn't back down from no fight, niggas neither. I slapped a couple niggas, especially stop a nigga for calling my mama a bitch and was ready to beat him up, and he had a gun and everything. Like when you grow up a certain way, you don't let shit fear you. Motherfucker walking me right now, motherfucker have. I'm sitting in the car, bitch ass nigga walk up behind me with a gun in his hand. Nigga, I ain't flinching. Bitch, what? What you gonna do? And I ain't even got a gun on me. But again, it's just, the way I grew up. Sad. Now, that's a sad story. Anywho, if you're going to be in these streets, know there's codes. And, some gangs, I'm going to call them gangs, they stick with each other. They don't give a fuck who you are. I've never really been in a gang. It's always been me, solo. So that's what I would call my gang, solo. But I respected them until the disrespect got too disrespectful. Then I don't give a fuck. And niggas in Beaumont just see me get down. Stupid. This bitch crazy. Cause what, I'm doing shit that you wouldn't do, and you sitting there, you supposed to be the motherfucking gangster. And I'm doing shit these motherfuckers scared to do. The fuck? That's why it made me the beautiful queen I am today. I'll walk down this motherfucking street and feel nothing. I mean fucking nothing. I didn't have motherfuckers approach me and look at me like, bitch, what? And I smile at them like, man, I don't give a fuck. I ain't scared to die. I'm not, I really am not. I guess being knocked unconscious will do that shit to you. Bitch, you're crazy, man. I'm crazy in a good way. I just don't fear anybody, especially a nigga. I don't give a fuck who he affiliated with. I know niggas that know niggas that know niggas, and to me, they all just motherfucking scary and cartoon characters at this point. Cause how you supposed to be a fucking gangster and pussy? You know who you are. I can't respect niggas that watch a woman get their ass beat. Then other people ask me, you don't know what love is, man. Love is protecting your head. No, instead of using your arms to protect your face while this nigga kicking on it, you use your arms to protect your fetus. Because I'll die, but he's 7 months old. He'll make it. Love. Well, ooh, this feels good to talk. Wow, I didn't know how good this was gonna feel. I got a lot of stories, y'all. Some shit I can't say, but, you know, with me, physical things that's happened, and, you know, again, me wanting to help this world, but this shit is, these motherfuckers don't want no help. I'm done. But more of this program. A person asked me once, do you even know what love is? How it feels to be loved? Hell yeah. I know. Do you know how to love? Nigga, I've been proving that shit my whole life. No one's ever just reciprocated it. And I've been married. Nigga ain't never bought, his mama bought the motherfucking, a $20 ring from motherfucking Walmart, and I was just the happiest bitch ever. Then a nigga went pawned for $5 for some motherfucking coke. Fuck. Man, I can't wait to be loved on. Some of the reasons why I get up every day. And those one day, some days are just not good enough anymore. Not with the shit I'm still having to endure. What you mean? My gang, my solo gang. If I was like this ruler of this, or the president, you know, of this organization, my organization, nigga, I'm gonna put my life on the line for all of those who've been loyal. Because when you have that, you know, when you organize and you know, I'm good at it. You know, I can take care of, I'm a very multitaskful person when I put my mind to it. I know what I'm capable of. I have nothing else to prove to nobody no more. Those who know, know. I don't have to prove shit to nobody else who's just coming in. Fuck you. But when you organize something, man, you go out, my thing, you go out loud, you know. Like I go to these different communities, you know, I'm watching them watch me, and, you know, like, oh, wow, who's this person? And I may be new to the community, but how about you take the time out to get to know me instead of hearing it from somebody else? False pretenses, I tell you. My organization, I'm gonna go all out for. I try to do that now still, though. Put money back in the hood, even though I'm not from that hood. You know, but we all living in poverty, so same shit. Does it really matter what zip code you're in or what area code? We all come from the same bullshit-ass poverty. If I go live somewhere, I'm going to support. Because that's what I come up from. So don't turn your fucking noses up at me and roll your eyes at me. I don't want nothing from you, man. I'm just here to give back. Because nobody did that shit for me. Okay? Well, let me get up, though. See what this good day has to offer me. Sounds familiar. Yeah. Cartoon characters.